Dan?
Thank you, Jim, and thank you for joining us, our New York partners. I know patience is a very tough virtue to have, and they always say all good things come to those who wait, and none of us believe that, but it's true. The patience you've shown has now allowed us to put together what I think is the premier property and casualty distribution method anywhere in the country, and you'll have it there in New York. And New York is always a tough market. It's always a tough crowd, and the good thing is that makes it harder for our competitors to do what we're going to do. In fact, I think it makes it impossible for our competitors to do what we're about to do. So you have it available. You can start right away. All that pent-up property and casualty business is there. All that pent-up recruiting with the property and casualty businesses there should allow us to do a lot more in the life insurance sales at the same time. So we're really happy that we have SME as our partner to come in and allow us to really take New York by storm. And gentlemen inside the company has been working very, very hard at this is Mike Gunzik, our National Sales Director, and he's done so much in the last couple months just to make sure everything fits, worked with SME, and I'm going to bring Mike Gunzik on. Mike.
Thanks, Dan. Hey, I know some of you out there probably thought this day might never come, but we have property and casualty insurance set up in New York. What I'm going to do is I've got Daniel Gracie on here too. I want to have him explain a little bit about what we have available in New York. Then I'm going to go through a presentation that some of you may have seen about how we work with SME and how the program works. And then after that, I'm going to go into the website and show you how to get in and sign up with SME on our website. So first of all, I want to introduce Daniel Gracie. Hey, Daniel.
Thanks a lot, Mike. Man, this is thanks everybody for having me on the call. This is super exciting for everybody, and SME is just so excited to finally have this process moving forward. It's been a frustrating process so far, and we apologize, but it's like Dan said, it's going to be super, super good for everybody. I just wanted to touch on some of the carriers that we're going to be offering in New York. It's going to be the major players first: Safeco, Travelers, the Hartford, Progressive. And then I also wanted to, oh, excuse me here, I just had a slide pop up. So I'm going to have, we're going to have Hanover, let's see, Utica, Insurance Agency, Kingstone, Lexington, Lloyd's of London, Mid-Hudson, Tower, Associated Mutual, Encompass, MetLife, GMAC. These are just a list of carriers that we're going to be able to offer to your clients. So like I said, we're going to have the first four: Safeco, Travelers, the Hartford, and Progressive. But we do have access to some of these tougher markets for you as well. So there's a good mix of carriers for you and your clients. Also wanted to talk about some emails that we've been getting. I've been getting quite a few emails about strategic partnerships in New York. I know there's a big majority of some people that have a lot of experience and some people that don't, which is great. But I just wanted to encourage those emails, keep bringing them in. I know some of you guys have mass volume that you guys want to bring, and we're open to conversations to help you guys just really get off the ground. New York is definitely, like Dan said, a tricky place to write. We need to work as a team, make sure applications are signed, and just make sure the client's being taken care of. So I think that's about all I have right now. I'd like to touch on the Podio system. That's how we use all of our communication. So what I'm going to do is have Mike go through the slides, and then what I can do is kind of talk about the process with our memberships moving forward and submitting business.
All right, thanks, Daniel. Hey, I'm going to go through this presentation. If you see anything you want to talk about, just stop me. So here's the first screen. We just show that, subject matter experts. They're our partner, our QS2 partner. That's a unique partnership in the industry. What we put together is unique in the industry, like Dan has mentioned, and Daniel is with SME. So let's go back and review a little bit. What is property and casualty insurance? Well, property insurance protects a person or business with an interest, person or a business with an interest in a physical property against its loss or loss of income from that property. Casualty insurance protects a person or business against legal liability for losses caused by injury to other people or damage to property of others. That's pretty simple. So who needs P&C insurance? Well, really, everyone you meet. I mean, you can't drive a car without having auto insurance. You can't own a home, or at least get a mortgage, or at least get a mortgage on it without having home insurance. Business owners can't operate their business without many types of business insurance. Renters need renter insurance. Property owners of all types need property insurance. So a little review of SME insurance. We have partnered with them because they're really built to handle a large volume of quotes, which is, which we're already doing and which is just going to continue to grow as we open more states, especially states like New York. Currently, we're writing in 18 different states, 40-plus carrier options, agent development program, advanced lead collection processes that I'll show you here. And let's take a look at this. This is kind of captive versus the independent model. The captive agents or captive companies are the ones on the right, or I'm sorry, on the ones on the left side, and the independent companies are the ones on the right side. We write with the independent companies, and the average savings of moving from a captive company to an independent company is $500 to $1,000 per year in premium. Doesn't happen every time, but that's what we shoot to get for everybody. So how does it work? The process works like this. Daniel mentioned there's a Podio system, and it's really a Facebook-like data collection system. Once you get signed up with it, and I'll show you how in a minute, all you do is you submit the information to SME through that Podio system. SME generates the quote, completes the sale, helps you complete the sale, and then does all the servicing, and then you just collect commissions, once it's put in, and then on an ongoing basis every year when the client renews the business. So this Podio system is really unique in the industry because it allows you to take a look when you pull it up at all the business that you're doing with SME, what's in process, what if something else is needed from a quote, that comes up on there too. So you're never in the dark about what happens with a quote. And the typical way that the industry works is that you get somebody on the phone and they call and they give you some information, then you call somebody else, get that, and you don't really know what's going on. With Podio system, it allows you to really closely track what's happening with every one of your cases that you submitted. So the way we work with SME is that on personal lines, which is your auto, your homeowners, your renter's insurance, your umbrella liability insurance, is that you have the opportunity to participate at different levels. So you can participate at the 30% level, which means 30% of the total commission paid on the business that you write goes to the compensation grid, all the way up to 52.5% of the total commission goes to the compensation grid. And you can see different fees. So for 30%, you have to pay anything. If you do the top level, you pay $100 a month to participate there. And if you're submitting, a significant amount of business, you definitely want to be at this level. And then we have levels in between to participate as well. So here's a map of where we are in New York. You star there. We're in New York, and we've got 17 other states, and SME is actually growing significantly. They're licensed in many other states, but we're kind of rolling them out as we get the carrier appointments so that we can do business in those states. I'm going to shift gears here and go into commercial insurance. So again, as I mentioned, all business owners need commercial insurance in order to operate their businesses. Commercial products, there are lots of different commercial products out there. There's general liability, commercial auto, workers' comp, property insurance, tons and tons of stuff that business owners need in order to legally operate their business. All business owners have this coverage, and when you approach a business owner, we've got some unique opportunities, that you can connect them with SME, and you can help them save some money and earn commissions on their business as well. So how does commercial insurance work? So really, this one's really simple. Go into your Podio system, you fill out, you talk to the business owner, you fill out a lead collection form, submit it, and then really you do a handoff to SME. You do a conference call, three-way call, which we're all familiar with. Get the business owner on with you, with Daniel or somebody else at SME, and you have a conversation, and then they really take it from there. You don't have to do anything further. Typically, the commercial insurance is much more complex. There's much more involved in it, and it really need to have an expert looking at that stuff. So commercial insurance, it's a flat 30% of the total commission goes into the compensation grid, and there are no monthly fees on commercial insurance. So everybody that is participating, no matter where you're participating in the personal lines insurance, you're all participating in the commercial insurance at this level. And commercial premiums can be much, much larger than personal lines premiums. I mean, your auto insurance policy might cost $2,000 a year. A workers' comp on a large company might cost $1 million a year. So there's a lot more commission available if you can land or help land a big account like that, make some significant money. Here's an example, really, of how the commission works. I'm not going to go through it, and this is in the back office. I'll show you where it is here in just a minute. But this is really just shows if you, depending on what level you participate here, the different levels, and depending on what your level is in the QS2 across here, it shows you how much you'll earn, on a typical personal lines insurance with a home and 2 autos. Down here, here's commercial lines example. Again, it's just the same payout for everything, but it shows what you would earn per year, on this type of premium. Okay, so again, I'm going to go. This gives a little bit of information on SME. Phone number for Daniel. There's their email address as well. I'm going to shift gears here and go into the get there. I'm going to go into the back office. Daniel, you have any comments on that presentation?
No, I was just going to say you did a great job. One thing I did want to touch on real quick is New York is a state that SME has been doing a lot of research in, and like Dan and everybody's mentioned, it's a tricky state. However, we want to make sure that we have every carrier available to you guys to grow your business. So please, we really encourage everybody to shoot us an email, give us a call. If there's carriers that if there's carriers that we're missing that we mentioned, please, like I said, shoot me an email. We're happy to go out and get any carrier that's available to us. So that's very important to us. And then Mike, the only other thing was I just wanted to chat about the memberships, how that stuff works. So
Okay.
looks like that's probably what you're going to get into, though.
Yeah, let me go. I'll tell you what I'll do is let me go into the back office here. I'm going to show everybody where it goes, and then we can talk about that a little bit. So from your back office, and here is Bob Tester. He's our trusty, back office guy. So this would be you. It'd have your name. It wouldn't have Bob Tester here. So you go into products. You click on P&C insurance. You click here, and it takes you over to the property and casualty section of the back office. There's a lot of good stuff back here. This kind of tells you a little bit information on how to work, some things to keep in mind. You have to have a P&C license to participate in the program at this point. You don't have to have P&C E&O insurance, and you don't have to get carrier appointments with P&C carriers. All you have to do is have that license. You've got to complete the membership agreement and decide which level you want to participate at. If you're going to participate at a higher level than basic, then you've got to put your credit card information in here. And if you scroll down, the membership agreement is right here. And all you have to do is just fill it out here. You click to e-sign it on here, and it goes over to SME. A couple other things I want to point out that are on here. We've got some commission examples. There's some good overview video here. The presentation similar to one that I just did. Here's one that kind of walks through the Podio system, shows you a little bit how to work with that system. Here's the compensation example that I just had up. So that's back in the back office as well. That was part of the presentation. And here's a little example. This is part of the presentation as well. It just kind of shows how the program works. So again, when you sign up, you come in here, you enter all your information, you make your selection here of what type of membership you want to do. We want your P&C license number and state in here. That's very important. And your credit card information. Then you click to e-sign, and then from there, it generates an email, which goes over to SME, and then an email from Podio will come to you, and that tells you that you're set up. So Daniel, I'll let you take it from there, kind of explain how the process works from there.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Yeah, like Mike said, one of the biggest issues that we've had lately is everybody's expecting an email to come from SME. However, right off the bat, right when that membership application is submitted, what ends up happening is you get an email from Podio. That Podio email is wanting you to confirm who you are. Once you do that, SME gets an email, and we're notified. And at that point, that's when a staff member is going to go in and build your workspace. Your workspace is how you communicate with us. It's how you submit your leads, like Mike said. That's how you follow up on cases. That's how you submit payment. That's how we sign applications. So really, without this, there's no way to submit leads. So I encourage everybody to get in, fill out the membership application right away. If you have questions, please email, please call. I want to get everybody going. So another thing too, on the, let's see, Mike, can you scroll up just a little bit?
What would you like to look at?
Let's see. Let's see. No additional. Okay. Yeah, like Mike said, there is no E&O insurance required. All we have to do is just check for the PNC license. We do double check, so we will go to the insurance commissioner site, make sure everybody is licensed. At that point, that's when, like I said, that's when the workspace is built and you have access. We will send over training videos. Like Mike said, there is a training video in the back office, it looks like, but we will post that again on your workspace for you. There's also 2 different kinds of forms for leads for you to have your clients fill out. There's a web form, and then there's also a form on Podio. We typically tell people that it's probably a little bit easier for you starting out to fill out the Podio web form because basically what happens is you go in there, you fill it out, and then you get used to Podio. You can go in and figure out when you actually submit a lead within 24 to 48 hours, you should expect, well, you will expect that lead to be sent back to you with the review result. That way you can follow up with your client and sell that case. So just make sure that you get involved with Podia. If you have questions, like I said, please call. So Mike, I think that's about it. I just need to really just encourage everybody to get in and fill out the membership application. If they have questions, make sure you call. Workspaces will be built. Lately, they've been built within about an hour or 2. But typically, we say give us 24 hours. If it's a rush, just give us a call. We can get them built right away for you. Like I said, we've been getting them done very fast. So I think that's all I have.
Thanks, Dale. Hey, what number should they call?
208-258-8158.
Okay.
And then I also saw an email on there at info@smeinsurance.com. You can try that one. Otherwise, you can just, or you can send one to Daniel, D-A-N-I-E-L-G, like George, at smeinsuranceservices.com. And somebody will follow up with you right away.
Excellent. Thanks, Daniel. I guess that's all I've got as well. Dan, do you have any comments?
No, just wanted to say thanks to both Mike and Daniel. Great presentation, and it's awesome. We now have PNC ready to rock and roll in New York. I know people are looking forward to this. Probably going to get bombarded, Daniel, with New York business, so get ready for that. There's been a ton of business that's been promised, and I know things are going to go gangbusters there. So great job. Have any questions, make sure, give Daniel a call over at SME, and call Mike Gunsey, and call myself. Everyone have a great day, and we look forward to your success. Bye-bye.